Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing 10 baby names that I love but won't be using. Obviously the reason why I say I won't be using them is because I've already got 2 kids just now. I've just had Charlie, who is coming up for 12 weeks old, and I've got Ella, who will be coming up for 2. So at the moment we've got a boy and a girl, and I kind of feel like that balance means that we don't feel the need to have another baby. If finances were different and money was no object, then obviously I'd love to have another baby, but at the moment, as it stands, we won't be having another one right now. I sat chatting to Fraser last night and we tried to think of all the names that we loved for both Ella and Charlie if we didn't pick those names. But as I say, when we found out we were pregnant with a boy, we knew it was Charlie right away, but we had a few backup names just in case we had that feeling that he didn't suit his name when he was born, and we had the same for Ella too. So I am just going to find the ones that we listed down so that I don't get them in the wrong order or forget them. And I think what I'll do is I'll do boy, girl, boy, girl. Is that confusing? I don't know. Let's just see. Very first name that we love for a girl now is Georgia. If we had a little girl, her name would be Georgia, definitely, without doubt. We'd pick the name Georgia. We just love it. We like how it sounds with the rest of the names that we have. It's really cute, and I love the way you can shorten it to George or Georgie. It's just really cute, and it's a name that's kind of coming back again. It's not a name that I hear all the time, and I love that, but it's a good name. It's a good solid name, and Georgia Reid just sounds really cute. Ella, Georgia and Charlie, they all sound like the same kind of name for me, so I really love the name Georgia. If we didn't pick the name Ella for Ella, she was going to be Olivia, which again, really love that name. I like the names that end in A, or Olivia, Ella, Georgia, like that. It's a nice sound. And also just like the fact that she can get called Livy as a short name, and it's easy to say. Olivia is nice and short and it sounds nice and girly, and I just really love it. The other name that I really like is Evie, but I think that Evie and Ella are really close. I don't know if it's just maybe my accent or whatever, but I think saying Evie and Ella together just seems too similar. So I really do love the name Evie. I think it's really cute, and again it's nice and short, and it ends on a high note as well, like these other names that I like for girls. Plus it's also another E, which is quite nice to tie in with Ella and Evie, but again it's probably just too similar. Another name that we loved for a girl, and I've always liked it as well, was Lily. But we have an issue where, because Fraser's surname is Reid, any flower names just sound as if it's a stage name. So Lily Reid just genuinely sounds like a plant, and I feel bad if there's any Lily Reids that are listening to this. Sorry. That's kind of awkward. And the last name, which is the most hilarious story I think anyway, the last name that I really loved was Emily, but Fraser said that he couldn't pick the name Emily for his little girl because when he was on holiday in Spain with his mum and dad when he was like 10 or 11, he had a holiday romance with a little girl called Emily, and she's obviously made such an impression that at the age of 27, Fraser... Is Fraser 27 or 26? Oh, that's terrible. At the age of 26, I think he's 26. Yeah, he's 26. Sorry Fraser, adding an extra year onto your age there. At the age of 26, he is still remembered Emily. So Emily, if you happen to catch this video and you remember Fraser from your holiday romance when you were 10 or 11, then get in touch, because I think he's still thinking about you. You must have been the one that got away. On to boy names. So I think the boy names are really hard to pick. Girl names are really easy because they're nice and girly and they're just easy to pick, whereas boys' names, you don't want them to sound cute when they're young and then weird when they're older. So it needs to be a name that goes throughout their whole life and doesn't look silly when you put it on a CV. I love that that's the way that I think. It's so mumsy, isn't it? The first name that we really love is Alfie, but my brother had a dog called Alfie, and I just can't stop thinking about this big, fluffy, chow chow looking Sharpie. It had big furry, like, I'll actually link a picture in of what this dog looks like, because I can only imagine this when I think of the name Alfie. So I really like the name Alfie. I think it's cute, it sounds nice, it ends in an A, it's nice and short, it goes with our surname, and the only thing is I just think of my brother's dog that he used to have. A boy name that I love is Mason. I just think it's such a lovely name. It's like really short and sharp and it sounds cute, but it's also very manly when they're older, and Mason Reid sounds lovely together. until you combine that with the fact that I've got a nephew called Nathan, and Mason and Nathan, oh, I can't even say that together. It's too difficult, they're too similar, and I think you would get mixed up, so we wouldn't pick Mason for that reason, but I do really love that name. Another name that I love but Fraser wasn't 100% on is George. My great grandpa's name was George, and if you know the story with Ella, you'll know that her name is after her great granny. Yeah, that'll be right, because it's Fraser's great granny. And her name was Ella, so we named Ella after her, which was quite nice. And I think it would be nice to have a George after my great grandpa, so it's nice to keep the names going in the family, and I just really like the name George. It's really sweet, and Prince George is cute. That's the first person that comes to my mind when I think of a baby called George, and that's no bad thing because he is adorable. Another name we love is either Harrison or Harry. We do like both of those names, but I think if we were going to go for one, we'd pick Harrison and then call him Harry for short. But I just love the name Harrison. Harrison Reid sounds really, really nice together. It's a nice, strong, manly name. Can get shortened quite a few ways nicely without like sounding horrible. So we have Harrison, you can have Harris, you can have Harry. And my very last name that I love but will not be using is Teddy or Theodore or Theo, like that kind of group. So I love Teddy, I think it is so adorable. Teddy Reid is just a really, really cute name. I think that's like a lovely name that can go through life. You can get shortened to Ted. I love Theo as well. I'm not 100% on Theodore. I think it's maybe just a bit too grand for me, but that's just my taste. But yeah, I really, really love the name Teddy. It's really cute. Fraser knows someone who's got a little boy called Teddy, and he really suits his name. He's not much older than Ella. I think he was born a few weeks before her, and I just think it's such a lovely name. A lot of the names I pick are very traditional, or they're not very out there. I don't really pick like sort of unusual names, but I just think that older names that are all starting to come back now are really timeless, and I just think they're so cute. And we're fortunate that we have a good surname with Reid, because obviously it's really easy to put names with. There's not anything that won't go with Reid apart from any flower name. Lily, poppy, anything like that won't go with Reid, I don't think anyway. So you guys asked me to do this video. I hope I did it justice. I hope you like the names that I picked. At the moment we won't be using any of those names, but if we do fall pregnant again and decide to have another baby in the future, we are still quite young, it might happen, and I imagine in that list of names our next baby, if we have one, their name will be in that selection. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos if you'd like to see more in the future from me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!